What do beer, pranks, and thermonuclear detonations have in common? Today on Beer by the Numbers, we're going to go to physics class to learn the science behind a classic university prank. Hello beer nerds, this is Beer by the Numbers. If you drink a lot of bottled beer, or just have really immature friends like me, you've seen the classic jerk party move of swiftly tapping the top of someone's beer, followed by a cascading volcano of foam. Now besides being an instant mess, this is also an awful waste of precious beer. For a long time, scientists thought they understood everything about beer foam, but this classic prank always vexed them. It was hard to explain why a single tap could cause an explosion of foam. But a few years ago, some scientists took some high-speed cameras and got a closer look at the crazy physics at work in this prank. The first thing they discovered was that there was a very specific reason that this prank is only possible with bottled beer. While a beer bottle may look solid, glass is actually an amorphous solid, which is a state of matter somewhere between a solid and a liquid. That's right, folks, your physics teachers lied to you in school. There are way more than 3 states of matter. But being an amorphous solid is important because a glass bottle has some liquid properties, in this case being able to transfer waves of energy. Scientists discovered that this semi-solid bottle works a little bit like a spring, taking all the energy from the strike and transferring it to the liquid from almost every side. The energy traveling through the beer disturbs existing bubbles in the beer and causes them to pulsate. This throbbing causes enough structural tension within the bubbles that they quickly collapse and break apart into many smaller bubbles. The shattering of larger bubbles forms clouds of small bubbles, and these small bubbles are what cause the chaos. The new smaller bubbles start to grow very rapidly, as the dissolved CO2 in the beer has a much easier time entering smaller bubbles than it does larger ones. As they grow, they become lighter and lighter than the surrounding liquid and begin to rise. As the bubbles rise, they gather more CO2 and grow even lighter, causing them to rise even faster in a runaway chain reaction. All this happens in just a few milliseconds, and there's not much you can do to stop it. The runaway reaction eventually gets funneled by the shape of the neck of the bottle and causes an eruption of beer foam. Surprisingly, this eruption of foam out of a neck of a bottle is extremely similar to that of an atomic mushroom cloud. Looking at this slow-mo animation, you can see thousands of tiny mushroom clouds erupting like an atomic bomb. Amazing how you can create a scale model of the most powerful reaction mankind has ever created with just 2 beer bottles. Scientists have also observed large amounts of CO2 escaping from volcanoes and lakes, and these beer bottle experiments have provided some insights into some of the strangest natural phenomena we observe. So the next time someone taps a bottle of your favorite IPA, remember that they are just recreating some of the most powerful forces of nature, or they're just being a bit of an asshole. If you enjoyed this video and didn't lose all your bubbles, then give it a thumbs up below. And if you want to be alerted each time we tap a fresh episode of Beer by the Numbers, hit that subscribe button. Stay curious, beer nerds, and as Earl Dribbles Jr. once said, I got 99 problems and beer solves all of them.